Welcome to Free to Cook. In this episode, we're going to be cooking beef rib meat pies. We're going to make the classic Aussie beef pie a little bit more sexy. The low and slow beef ribs and the red wine add a whole lot of flavour. First, you'll need some shredded leftover beef ribs. These ones were smoked on the Weber, but you can also use beef ribs cooked in the slow cooker. There's a recipe for the smoked beef ribs on the channel. Next, light a chimney of charcoal. Place a large cast iron pan over the heat and add a splash of oil, then half a chopped onion. 1 clove of chopped garlic. Next, add your shredded beef ribs. Half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of dried rosemary, and then half a teaspoon of dried oregano. Stir through. Then add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, half a cup of tomato paste, 1 tablespoon of plain flour, 1.5 cups of red wine, and a splash of water. Allow to simmer for half an hour or until the liquid is reduced by half. Now to the pastry. For the base of the pie, you'll want to use short crust pastry. I'm using gluten-free, but you can use any of your choice. Flour the bench before rolling out the pastry. You'll need it to be just under half a centimetre thick or 1/8 of an inch. Place your pie tin upside down and cut around it, allowing enough excess dough to fold over the edges. Carefully pick up your circle of dough and push it into the pie tin, making sure to fold over the edges. Fill each pie 3/4 full with the filling. For the top of the pie, we'll be using puff pastry. The reason for using a mixture of pastry is to get that nice firm pie bottom and that flaky top. Next, cut a rough circle larger than the top of the pie tin. Carefully pick up the circle and lay it over the top. Using a fork, push along the edges. This will help the 2 layers of pastries connect. Then trim off the edges of the pastry to clean it all up. Cut a small V at the top of the pie to allow the steam to escape while cooking. Finally, cover the top with a light egg wash. Set up your Weber for indirect cooking at 180 Celsius or 356 Fahrenheit. Place opposite the charcoal and cook for 30 to 35 minutes. And there you have it, beef rib mince pies. These are so damn delicious, but a bit of a warning, make sure you let them cool for 10 minutes, otherwise you'll burn the inside of your mouth. If you've liked this recipe, don't forget to subscribe, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and if you have any recipe suggestions, leave them in the comments.